What up, y'all? Tap in. You tuning into the real N word growth and development show. I'm your host with the most, your boy Dub. I'm known as Goombaya in other parts of the world. Tap in, y'all. I want to kick it with y'all for a second, man. Y'all know the drill. When y'all enter the building, please hit the like button, press that subscribe joint, and share this to someone that you think might benefit from this other than yourself. And don't forget to put the bell notification on so you'll know when I'm dropping videos. I don't know if it notify you on the shorts because I'll be dropping some shorts. I'll be putting clips out. Just tap that bell notification so you won't be left out of the loop. All right. That being said, let's get into it, right? I want to kick it to y'all about this, man. What you gonna show them? Huh? What are you going to show them? Are you going to show them where you came from? Or are you going to show them where you're going? Huh? Those are the two things you just got to know moving forward. Right there is going to let you know how you moving out here. You want to show people where you came from? Or you want to show people where you're going? Huh? I just want to know. You want to know. You want to ask yourself that. Huh? Because sometimes we start reaching a certain height and we don't be projecting where we going, where we headed. We always be projecting where we came from. Huh? Sometimes that's bringing you still talking the same talk. You still interested in the same things from where you came from, or you still have that same attitude. Huh? That's how you gonna know where you going. You want to show people where you came from or where you going. That's where it's gonna show where your head is at, big baby. Huh? You know what I mean? And these are some of the things that keep you in that mindset, right? Because right now you're on the grind, you're doing your thing or whatever, right? And most people, when they're in a certain situation, they just thinking about, what they say, you are your environment. But you gotta understand this, man. You have to think when you in the box, you have to think outside the box. That's how people get ahead in life. Thinking outside the box. While you in the box, you gotta think outside the box. Stop me when I'm lying. So that's one of the things that be holding you back when it's time to move forward. Huh? Then searching for answers and closures. Sometimes you just gotta let things be in order for you to move forward. So you can show yourself and project to people that's around you where you headed. You know what I'm saying? That attitude of wanting to know answers and closures and all that stuff like that, that's where you came from. Just letting things be and moving forward is better because you're not dragging the past with you. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. Huh? So a lot of times people hold on to past hurts because they was always seeking closure, or they were seeking why did that happen? Whether it's a breakup, some type of betrayal, some type of why you didn't get this gig, or why this didn't come through for you. Excuse me. You be sitting up here wanting the answers or wanting closure. All you doing is dragging the past with you, B. Huh? Sometimes you don't need to know the answer. You don't need the closure. Have peace and just move on. Because once you have it in your head, you don't even care about that. The most important thing is your peace. Because when you keep looking for the closure and all that, you ain't get over it. You still harboring it. You still holding on to it, big baby. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. You know what I mean? That's not where you head. Where you headed, you can't drag the past with you. You know what I'm saying? Not no bits. You can't drag it with you, and that's a part. That's you dragging it. You know what I mean? Like the kids say, you dragging it, holding on to something that happened, man, while long ago or whatever, whenever it happened. But you still holding on to the emotional part of it. You gotta just sometimes not everything you need an answer to, man. Just move on. You know what I mean? You ain't get that, just move on. That be that saying about, you know what I mean? Fail early, fail fast, and keep it moving, man. Huh? So moving forward, guys, I'm just letting you know, man. Like what you out here, what you gonna show them? Where you came from or where you headed, man? Huh? Which one? Which one? You know? You ask yourself that, man. Word. And hopefully you're headed to greatness. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, listen, you can't, nobody can help you with drive. Huh? You gotta have drive. Smell me? You gotta have drive. Because you could get the opportunities. And this is why I'm breaking down where you came from and where you headed. So when you headed for greatness, you have that drive. When you always want to remind people where you came from and all that stuff, you know what I mean? You're gonna lack that drive. That's gonna get you there because there's a certain mentality from back there that's hindering that growth. Huh? So you can't really, you got to understand, you got to have drive because you can have the opportunities come, but if you don't have that drive, when you get that opportunity, you're going to miss out on it. It's going to slip through your hands. You're going to fumble the bag. Huh? Stop me when I'm lying. You know what I mean? You could be motivated all day, big baby. If you don't got that drive, that 24/7 drive, like, yo, it's about this and that's that, man. I ain't worrying about what happened before and all that stuff like that. I'm talking about I know where I'm going. That's the whole thing. You want to show them where you came from, or do you want to show them where you're going? Huh? You gotta choose, cause you can't bring that. Yeah, sorry guys, but yeah, let me be perfectly clear. I'm not saying forget where you came from. I'm saying show them. What are you going to show them? Are you going to show them where you came from? Or are you going to show them where you're going? Huh? Because we all have seen people from the same hoods. Two people, one person, you see him doing the other, the wild, crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And you be like, nah, he from around the way. That's how I give it up around here. Then you see people from the same neighborhood and he show you where he's going. Like, nah, he was always on his joint, yo. And then years to come, you see him doing his thing like, yo, I always knew you was gonna do that. You always showed that you was, you know what I mean? You was gonna make it up out of here. You always showed that. Huh? That's what I'm saying. You wanna show him where you came from, or you want to show them where you're going, big baby? Huh? So, guys, that's my video for today. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Now, I mean, I appreciate everybody who tap into the joint and whatnot and tell me, y'all appreciate the work. Keep tuning in. I'm keep dropping videos and some clips and whatnot. You know what I mean? Go to the website. Go and cop you know what I mean? That t-shirt, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't ask for cash apps and all that stuff like that. I make merch. So, you know, that's just like my asking for a cash app, I guess. You know what I mean? But you can send the cash app too. You dig? Like, I'm not mad at that. You know? But it is what it is. Appreciate everybody. Until next time. And to all my Scarbarians in the submarines, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Salute! Your boy. We out.